Your body under stress believes you're in danger. And people have high levels of cortisol because they believe they're in danger, not for 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, but 5 or 10 or 15 years. And that has a profound effect on our body. If your body believes you're in danger, the effect of those high levels of cortisol, the first thing is it weakens your immune system. Heart disease, because it doesn't care about your heart pumping. Diabetes is in a higher percent ratio than it's ever been. So we have more stomach problems and more, irritable bowel and all of that directly related to high levels of cortisol. And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, anxiety and depression and headaches, all of this is from high levels of cortisol. So on top of all that stress, one caveat of stress on top of it all is the way we cope with stress differently. The fact that my wife and I cope with stress differently actually intensifies the stress on top of all the other stress, because we don't, as I said earlier, cope differently. And that's our greatest challenge. And therefore, Mars and Venus are going to collide. So let's talk about some of the physiological differences between men and women, and then I'll tie it into how to lower this. Do you know a woman's brain under stress looks like a man's brain on drugs? And do you know that men actually produce twice as much as a woman in a 24-hour period? Women, on the other hand, when they are under stress, the blood flow goes to the limbic system, which is a different part of the brain. Both sides of the brain are lit up at the same time. They're going to want to go for a drive. They're going to want to go on the computer and just start scrolling. This is how men cope with stress. They often want to talk about it, as John said. They want to ask questions, the who, the what, the where, the when, the how, all these questions. And I get it all the time. It just doesn't, we're both humans because we have this hormone that does this. And I'm going to show you now. What's so interesting is in a man's body, when he produces testosterone, it lowers the production of cortisol. Oxytocin high, cortisol's low. The best way to support a man is to leave them alone. So how do we increase? Yeah. How do we increase oxytocin? If she knows driving home, I can anticipate that my husband or my partner or my friend is going to be there and show me support. Have a conversation. It is the biggest thing I tell every man that I coach is ask her about her day and bite your tongue.
Now go build your testosterone, go build your oxytocin, and let's bring this world into more harmony.